Hello, Garland ISD family. My name is Ramona Morin Aguilar, and I'm Director of Family and Community Engagement. Thank you so much for joining us for our parent university. We look forward to visiting with you once a month to provide you information about our amazing school district. But most importantly, this is a time for us to hear from you. So please inbox us or chat with us by commenting on this video. My team is here to chat with you live during this broadcast, and we'd love to hear from you. Today, we're going to talk about social emotional wellness, and I know what you're thinking. We have talked about this topic before, but this is important now more than ever. This pandemic has impacted all of us in so many ways. Some of us have been sick or have had to care for sick family members. Some of us has suffered a loss of a family member or a friend. Some of us have struggled with adjusting to our kids learning at home in our new work life. Some of us have not seen or hugged our parents in 7 months. I haven't seen or hugged mine myself. So each of us has been impacted, and it's okay to feel the way that we feel. So we know that it's okay for us to feel the way that we feel, but what do we do about it? That's why we're having this parent university, to give you some tools to help cope in this pandemic. You see, this is a great visual. Our brain is like this glitter bottle. So when we're excited or nervous, anxious, worried, scared, sad, it's really hard for us to think clearly. All of the glitter goes everywhere. So it's important for us to take some deep breaths and just settle our glitter. And it's going to take time for our glitter to settle, but we have to take care of ourselves before we can take care of others during this difficult time. This is your reminder to take care of yourself and take time for yourself. I know that this is easier to say than to do. It's been really hard for me too. But find an accountability partner. Mine is my great friend and neighbor. Shout out to Jenny for getting me out of the house to walk each evening. This is my time to disconnect from my computer and recharge for the next day. As parents, we also need to remember that it is okay to ask for help. And we also need to teach our children that it is okay to ask for help. And Garland ISD is here to help you. We have an amazing counseling department who can offer virtual counseling. You can find more information on our website about this, and you're also going to learn more about it tonight. But thanks again for joining us, and enjoy the rest of our parent university.
Garland ISD is proud to serve nearly 56,000 students across 72 campuses in the Garland, Saxe, and Rowlett communities. GISD knows that parents are our most valuable partner in ensuring that all students meet the state's high academic standards. When parents, teachers, and the community partner together, our students earn better grades, graduate at higher rates, and are more likely to go to college. The Every Student Succeeds Act, or ESSA, signed into law by former President Obama in 2015, is the largest source of federal funding for education. Garland ISD participates in the Title I Part A program and receives these additional funds to help educate GISD students. We use these funds to hire additional teachers for our schools, purchase technology and resources for our classrooms, and provide additional training for teachers and other staff. One requirement of our district is that we must set aside funds for family engagement. Did you know that you have a say in how the district's family engagement money is spent? This budget is discussed at the district and campus level, and we ask for input from all of our stakeholders. A portion of the Title I Part A funds is set aside for family engagement needs. One of the most important parts of the Family Engagement Program under Title I is building the capacity of schools and families to support student learning at home. That means making sure that our families have knowledge and resources on how to be instructional leaders from their very own living rooms. It also means making sure that our school staff is ready to support you as partners in the education of your child. In Garland ISD, we understand that families are a child's first and most important teacher. Every school has workshops to help you learn more about important topics, such as what your child is supposed to learn and how they will be tested. Another way to get involved is to attend your school's annual Title I meeting. At this meeting, you can review school data and share ideas on how schools can better partner with families and help update the school parent engagement policy. Each year, the district is required to gather parent input to help identify and address barriers to family engagement and to determine the best ways to support our families in supporting their child's education. Links to the district parent engagement policy and a short survey to provide feedback on the policy are available on the Garland ISD webpage under the Parents tab. The policy and the survey are both available in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese. You can review the policy on the website and provide your feedback through the survey link. Your feedback is valuable and helps shape how Garland ISD partners with its stakeholders for the upcoming school year. For questions about Title I Parent and Family Engagement, or the District Family Engagement Survey, please reach out to GISD Federal Programs at 972-487-3186. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for choosing Garland ISD.
Many of you have heard this quote by Maya Angelou. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. In Garland ISD, we want others to feel a part of a community that cares about each individual.
Hi, I'm Lisa Olson with the Guidance and Counseling Department, and I'm excited to talk about Start with Hello.
How do you think you make others feel? Do any of these words come to mind? Garland ISD has taken steps to help students, staff, and families develop social-emotional skills to positively connect with others. We have implemented social-emotional learning throughout our district.
Hello, my name is Wakego Iriji, or you can call me Miss E, and I take the lead on implementing social and emotional learning in Garland ISD. I'm especially excited about the Start with Hello campaign because it really speaks to our GISD SEL fundamentals, specifically that one of relationship building. You know, in order to build relationships, we've encouraged our schools across the district to promote what we call welcoming rituals. Now, these welcoming rituals promote a warm, nurturing environment for our students. It could be as simple as just saying hello or greeting students by name and connecting at the door. Or it could be something a little bit more involved, like having a classroom mantra or having a mood meter so that students can identify their feelings and then learn to manage them. So it's our hope that including welcoming rituals can create an environment in our schools that's conducive to optimizing student learning. So as we continue to implement social and emotional learning in our district, we look forward to being able to support our Garland ISD families.
Now that we've emphasized welcoming rituals in our homes and in our district, we want to expand that concept by partnering with Sandy Hook Promise in the Start with Hello campaign. Why is this particularly important? Our current circumstances are difficult. People are facing a great deal of stress, uncertainty, trauma, isolation, sadness. A third of Americans reported having depression and anxiety during COVID-19. And in ordinary times, 70% of adolescents experience loneliness. Stop for a moment and think. How do you think they're feeling now? More lonely than ever? With the social isolation coming from COVID-19, how must they be feeling at this point in time? The purpose of this presentation is to accomplish two goals: to gain a better understanding of the loneliness and isolation many people face, and to learn ways we can create a socially inclusive community. Let's think about loneliness and social isolation. Are they the same thing? Can a person be lonely when they are with others? Let's think about it. What's the difference between these two circumstances? Do you have to be alone to feel alone? The girl on the left is surrounded by people, yet she appears to be socially isolated, possibly lonely. The person on the right is alone, but is he lonely? He may still feel connected to others while being alone. Let's look at some of the possible consequences of loneliness and social isolation. The impact on mental and physical health as well as school. Anxiety, depression, illness, substance abuse, and lower attendance and grades are a few possible outcomes of loneliness and social isolation. Let's look at goal 2. We want to combat loneliness. Together we can create an inclusive school community that brings all people together. We can share our love and connectedness with our Tri-Cities. And the exciting part is it's just 3 simple steps. See someone alone, reach out and help, start with hello. Saying hello is like planting a seed that makes a person feel valuable, loved, and important. You may never see the results of your seeds, but still, #you matter. What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in the garden you never get to see. Look around and see. See someone alone. Can you think of a time you or someone else felt lonely or was socially isolated? A friend, a family member, somebody that you didn't know. Did anyone help them? Did you help them? It could be that nobody reached out. Why? Cliques? Unspoken social rules? Feeling awkward? You know there are benefits to helping others. You will likely decrease their anxiety, help their self-esteem, and brighten their day. And guess who else benefits? You do. It will increase your own self-confidence and problem-solving skills. It will help you empathize with others. So let's get started. Start with hello, in person or virtually. Wave to someone, smile with your eyes, like somebody's post, give a compliment, be enthusiastic, share something, invite somebody to join you. Remember, if someone appears lonely, reach out. If they appear to be in crisis, get them immediate help. Consult a counselor, a teacher, a parent, or another trusted adult. Share numbers of important helplines. Don't leave them alone.
We don't want anyone to feel isolated. We don't want anybody to feel alone. And in doing so, hopefully we can help meet each other's needs and find out how we can help each other. Our goal is to have everyone in our district find 5 people to connect with. And those 5 people can be anybody. They can be a neighbor or a friend, somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, or somebody you've never met, but you see them regularly in the hallways of your work or school. And the idea is that we connect with them, and then they feel that they're not alone. And that's our way of combating a lot of things, like some mental illness associated with people feeling isolated, and also things like bullying. It maybe affect a lot of our students and family members. So we want to just make sure that we reach out to the community.
The first Friday of each month, find 5 people and reach out. Say hello. Call, email, send a message, write a note. Post your experience on social media. Spread the word. #you matter. #Sandy Hook Promise. #GISD always connected.
Just start with hello.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Hello. Bye.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello, how's everybody?
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello.
Buenos dias.
Hello.
Just say hello.
Wait, I gotta say hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hola.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us and for joining in our Start with Hello campaign. If you'd like to get some support or you have any questions, email us. Our email is askcounseling@garlandisd.net, or you may click the QR code for the Responsive Services Counselors virtual offices. Follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. And remember, Help keep Garland ISD always connected.
Start with hello.
Hello.
Have a good morning. GISD rocks.
Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Jill and I'm a pediatrician at Hazel Health. As we raise our children in this new world, a world that has been and is still in the throes of pandemic, COVID-19 has caused families to lose loved ones, lose homes and livelihoods. We have a duty to support our children and help them acquire skills that will not only get them through this, but allow them to thrive, envision, and create bright futures for themselves. Social and emotional learning are life skills that build our character from the inside out, strengthen us at the core, and build us in resilience, grit, social awareness, and self-worth to help us navigate, live, and thrive in this world. Social and emotional learning is an important part of education and human development. And as pediatricians, we also like to think of the whole child. Children are healthy when they grow strong physically, emotionally, and behaviorally. The Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning, or CASEL, introduced the term social and emotional learning to the education world nearly 3 decades ago. This year, CASEL has released an update to the definition of social emotional learning, as well as some changes to the CASEL 5 core competencies and the CASEL Wheel visual framework. These updates show CASEL's commitment to emphasize social and emotional learning's ability to advance educational equity and excellence. To understand the visual a bit more, let's talk about the blue rings on the outside of the CASEL wheel. These are the 4 key settings: classrooms, schools, families, and community. Each of these settings plays an important role in developing social, emotional learning by building authentic school, family, community partnerships. When support from these areas are coordinated and working together to build out the social, emotional learning competencies, it can lead to better experience and relationships at school, at home, and in the community. And in pediatrics, children grow and reach milestones when they have the support of not only family, but the community to build on. When I see children during visits, I always ask who they have to go to for support and to discuss difficult questions and problems. Children who know who they have to talk to get through tough times and can leverage that support into reaching new milestones. In the center of the CASEL wheel, you'll see 5 slices of orange, yellow, and green core competence areas. These 5 broad, interrelated areas are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. It is these areas that communities, families, schools, and classrooms are working to teach children. Let's quickly take a look at the core competencies and discuss a little bit about what each one means. The first core competency is self-awareness. CASEL defines this competency as the ability to understand one's own emotions, thoughts, and values, and how they influence behavior across contexts. This includes being able to recognize one's strengths and limitations with a well-grounded sense of confidence and purpose. Self-awareness is a key developmental milestone that pediatricians follow over time. Young children will have a very difficult time identifying their own emotions, whether it's frustration, sadness, or disappointment, which is why temper tantrums are very normal at a young age. However, we watch children over time gain understanding of their emotions and how to control them as a critical step in childhood development. The next core competency is self-management. Self-management means a person has the ability to manage one's own emotions, thoughts, and behaviors effectively in different situations and to achieve goals. This includes being able to delay gratification, manage stress, and feel motivation and agency to accomplish personal and collective goals. In the pediatrician's visit, your doctor may ask questions about schoolwork, specifically about accomplishing tasks and completing projects, because this takes a lot of self-management, like setting goals, avoiding procrastination, and self-discipline. Not all children will be able to accomplish these tasks at the same pace, and that's okay, but we want to figure out how to support our children to reach these goals. The next core competency is social awareness. which is when a person has the ability to understand the perspectives of others and empathize, including with those from diverse backgrounds and cultures. Social awareness also means a person has the capacity to feel compassion for others, understand broader historical and social norms for behavior in different settings, and recognize family, school, and community resources and supports. Even at a young age, your pediatrician may start asking questions about your child's social awareness. These questions can start by asking about sharing or how your child is able to consider the feelings of others during a game. This takes time and patience to develop. The more a caregiver can share their own feelings and discuss how they deal with stress or hard emotions, the more the child can learn how to understand the perspectives of others. A person who has acquired the competency for relationship skills is able to establish and maintain healthy and supportive relationships and effectively navigate settings with diverse individuals and groups. This includes the capacity to communicate clearly, listen actively, cooperate, work collectively to problem solve and negotiate conflict constructively, as well as to navigate settings with differing social and cultural demands, provide leadership, and seek or offer help when needed. From the pediatrician's perspective, relationship skills are critical to the development of a healthy child, and it begins with the relationship with the caregiver and then expands out to siblings, friends, and peers. Your doctor may ask questions about how your child is able to relate to their caregiver in hard times and happy times. Fostering safe, supportive foundation and family is so important for how your child is going to view relationships really for the rest of their life. The final core competency is responsible decision making. This is defined as the ability to make caring and constructive choices about personal behavior and social interactions across diverse situations. This includes the capacity to consider ethical standards and safety concerns, and to evaluate the benefits and consequences of various actions for personal, social, and collective well-being. Your pediatrician may begin asking questions about responsible decisions as your child grows in independence, particularly in the teenage years. Your doctor may ask your child questions about risky behaviors or how they would say no to a dangerous situation. How does Hazel Health support this important work? As you may recall, we talked a little bit about the 4 key settings: classrooms, schools, families, and community. Hazel Health fits within this final category of community. We aim to be trusted partners for families and students that deeply understand the needs of their community and want them to know that they can rely on us for support both at school and at home. Hazel is committed to improving access and equity so that every student has the foundation to succeed. When students know they have access to high quality healthcare, it helps them develop the 5 social emotional learning competencies from Castle's framework. With access to healthcare on demand, children and families feel empowered and possess a sense of confidence and optimism. And when children have the ability to receive health services anytime, they're able to practice agency, speak up, and manage their emotions. Hazel Health professionals demonstrate how to show compassion and empathy for others. Providers deliver high-quality health services to students from all backgrounds and cultures to help children recognize and empathize across situational demands and opportunities. Establishing, building, and maintaining healthy relationships with a health provider from Hazel Health hones communication skills, demonstrates active listening, and results in solutions for the student, all of which are critical elements of a healthy relationship. Hazel Health provides a real-life example and experience for children to identify problems, analyze situations, and evaluate specific issues. The availability of healthcare helps children consider ethical standards and safety concerns, and to evaluate the benefits and consequences of various actions for personal and collective well-being. Hazel's hosting weekly Ask a Doctor webinars where parents or guardians can learn about current health topics and ask general health questions to our pediatric team. We'd love for you to join us there.
We want to thank all of our guests who presented tonight. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you also to those of you who joined us tonight and participated by your comments and questions. We enjoy Facebook Live, but it's more fun when you're with us and interacting. So thank you so much. Want to remind you, important dates coming up, November 9th to the 13th. That is the window for families to change or request a change for the instructional model starting in January. So that means if you are interested in moving to face-to-face, or if you're interested in moving to virtual, That window is the moment that you'll be able to give us that feedback and request that change. You will get information through your email. So be checking Skyward, be checking your email. Uh, More information will be coming out and the links will be shared in the future. Tonight, we talked about social emotional health. We talked about social emotional well-being. We talked about family engagement and how families can participate and give us feedback. So if there's anything here that you saw that you thought is valuable and impacted you and your family and that you think would be worth sharing with your friends and family, please refer them to the YouTube channel. GISD Face Department is how you can find us on YouTube. This video will be posted later tonight. You can also follow us on GISD at GISD Engagement on Facebook and Twitter. Lastly, the tax rate election is going on right now. Early voting began October 13th. Election day is November 3rd. So we're asking you to vote. We're asking you to go to the end of the ballot to see the item that we're talking about, the tax rate election. And we're asking you to be informed and share this information with your neighbors and your friends and your family. If approved by voters, the TRE, the tax rate election, will lower property tax rate, and it will also generate income that supports district programs. So lower taxes and great schools. Thank you and have a good night.